In the end, the merchant's way is not merely about money. It is about ownership. It is about freedom. It is about becoming the master of your own destiny. Do not fear humble beginnings. Do not be seduced by the illusion of safety. Pick up your cart. Start your journey. Build something you own. Because the greatest treasure is not the money in your bank account. The greatest treasure is knowing that you are the one who put it there. This is the merchant's way. And this is the path to true wealth. Today, the pushcart looks different. It may be a laptop, a YouTube channel, an online store, a consulting service, a digital product. The tools have changed. The principle has not. Modern creators and solopreneurs are following the same path. They start small. They endure uncertainty. They build assets they own. And over time, those assets generate freedom. The third lesson is the pushcart strategy. Most people believe they need large capital to start a business. The merchant disagrees. He starts where he is, with what he has. A pushcart becomes a classroom, a place to learn sales, customers, cash flow, competition. Every day teaches a lesson. Over time, the pushcart becomes a stall. The stall becomes a shop. The shop becomes a restaurant. The restaurant becomes an enterprise. This is how wealth grows, slowly, naturally, surely. The second lesson is contained in an ancient proverb. Better to be the head of a dog than the tail of a dragon. Think about that. The tail follows wherever the dragon goes. It has no choice. It has no control. Many people work for giant corporations. They wear impressive titles. They enjoy prestige. Yet they remain followers. The merchant may own only a tiny pushcart, but he decides where to go, when to work, how to grow. He is small, but he is free. And freedom is worth more than status. The first lesson is the trap of the salary. In our modern world, we are conditioned to see a high-paying job as success. But the merchant sees a salary as a ceiling. It is predictable. It is safe. But it rarely scales. When you work for a wage, your income is limited by time. You exchange hours of life for money. Profit is different. Profit is dynamic. Profit rewards ownership. Profit rewards risk. Profit can grow beyond the limits of your own labor. The merchant knows that a small profit from his own stall can one day become an empire. A salary rarely can. To understand this wisdom, we must look at the merchant who arrived in a new land with nothing but the clothes on his back. These individuals did not come looking for a good job. They came to build a legacy. They were willing to suffer today in exchange for wealth tomorrow. They accepted the hardest work. They lived simply. They saved every possible coin, because every coin saved was a brick in the foundation of their future business. They understood something most people ignore. A salary is a fixed exchange. It is a locked door that rarely opens to true abundance. Welcome to The Merchant's Way. Today, we are exploring a profound treasure of business philosophy that has transformed penniless immigrants into the titans of industry. This philosophy is built on a single, uncompromising truth. Wealth is not found in how much you are paid. Wealth is found in what you own. In the traditional Chinese perspective, being an employee is often seen as a temporary state, a necessary bridge to something greater. There is a deeply held belief that true success is impossible as long as you are working for someone else. To stay an employee is to accept a life where your value is capped and your direction is determined by another's hand. This wisdom teaches one simple rule: be a leader of yourself. For it is infinitely better than having others lead you by the nose. The world often tells us that success is a ladder, a corporate climb where each rung brings a slightly higher title and a marginally better paycheck. We are taught to seek the shelter of a large organization, to trade our hours for the perceived safety of a monthly wage, and to find pride in the prestige of a company's name. But there is an ancient whisper, a secret kept by the most successful merchants for centuries, that suggests this path is not a ladder to freedom, but a beautifully crafted cage. Imagine two men standing at a crossroads. One carries a leather briefcase, heading toward a gleaming skyscraper where he will receive a guaranteed salary but possess no control over his time. The other man pushes a humble wooden cart, filled with simple wares, sweating under the sun. To the untrained eye, the man in the suit has won. But to the ancient merchant, the man with the cart is the one who truly holds the keys to a kingdom. He is not a servant to a system. He is the architect of his own destiny. This is the story of how a pushcart becomes an empire,